mayroon ba kayong super favorite game doon, how it was depicted?
Merry-go-round,
The
run to the
ring-a-ling-a-ling.
room.
Oo. I love that so much.
Yeah, yes, the ring-a-ling-a-ling.
Sobrang
As
gusto ko
in,
nun. Oo.
Time to Shine ni T.O.P. Like,
Correct. Yung
go.
gumaganon siya.
Ikaw na, nagbang-bang-bang siya. Bang, bang, bang. The contrast with like the song versus what's happening. And you also see like all the stories unfold kung sino yung nagbe-betray kanino.
Tapos what I love about that game too, like while watching it, maliban sa wanting to know what the characters are gonna do, ako rin, nagsa-strategize kung saan ako tatakbo. I would like to be player 515. Ganon. Wow, 500.
Pero alam mo, sa totoo, yun talaga yung beauty nito. Yung parang paano nadadala ka dun sa situation. 1, 2, sarang! Hey!
Annyeong! This is Pia!
Hi, this is Monica.
What's up, everyone? This is Trency, and welcome to another episode of your favorite 1, 2, sarang! Woohoo!
Hi!
Annyeong!
Hi! What's up, guys? Annyeonghaseyo! Annyeonghaseyo! Okay, so may question ako for you guys, and of course, to our favorite sarang base out there, balikan natin ang ating kabataan. Okay. My question for you is, nung bata ba kayo, meron ba kayong game na nilaro with your friends na super nagkaaway-away kayo ng mga kalaro nyo? Na sobrang competitive na nag-away na kayong lahat? Meron ba?
Kami, araw-araw kapag summer, kasi lagi kami naglalaro ng kickball. May park kasi dito sa street namin. So kapag kickball time na, lalo na kapag girls versus boys, talagang iba talaga yung level. Kasi dalawa yung kuya ko eh. Tapos mahilig pa yung dalawa kong kuya, yung pinapahiya ako sa harap ng mga tao. Mga tipong, alam mo Pia, ikaw, umuwi ka na, hinahanap ka na ni daddy. Yung ginagano nila ako, syempre ako nahihiya ako kasi gusto ko pa magpakit sa crush ko, pero hindi pwede. Pinapahiya nila ako.
So it's not about being competitive in the game. It's about being competitive with your crush.
Parang different levels of kasama lahat yon.
Yes.
Pero as in, na-carry over ko yun. Naalala ko nung intrams sa Miriam, brinand nila ako ng bully. Just because I'm good at kickball, don't say that I'm a bully. Like, it's not my fault, guys, na magaling ako.
Oo nga. Totoo yan. Gabi naman. Bully lang. Dapat bullish when it comes to balls.
Yes.
Bullish.
How about you, Mon?
Oh my goodness. I was such a competitive kid. In school, elementary school, every lunch recess, naglalaro kami ng patintero. Kasi merong driveway in the middle of the campus. And, as in, no fail yan. Every single day, hanggang sa high school, I think, naglalaro kami. And, yung barkada ko kasi, napaka-athletic. And, it may not seem like it, but I was also very athletic back in the day, too. So, medyo intense level of... Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah,
I think you're very good at arcade basketball.
Ay, oo nga pala. Elephant spins.
Oh my gosh. I think i-release natin yung footage na yun.
Of
Pinapanood ko
course.
siya kagabi.
I think so. Gosh. But anyway.
Abangan na lang sarang base yung footage ni Elephant spinning one.
Anyway, that's me. Another very, very embarrassing clip. There's so much out there in the internet. I don't know what to do with myself anymore.
Blackmailable.
Anyway, super competitive namin and intense talaga kaming patintero. Hindi lang yung pa-cute na, cross the mother, alam mo yun, tas, whatever. As in, intense. And then, it became a thing, I don't know, I guess kasi napaka-central nung driveway nga in the middle of the school. So, other batches would also play it. And, sometimes, maghahamon yung upperclassmen na parang, kunyari, grade 6 versus grade 7, tas kami yung grade 6, ganun.
Oo.
Intense talaga kasi athletic din sila. As in, feeling ko mas malala pa siya kaysa sa intrams or kung ano yung sporting event. As in, naalala ko talaga may isang particular game na as in, feeling ko wala nang kumakain ng lunch yung ibang students. Kasi lahat sila naka-line up na sa gilid nga nung driveway.
It's
just
war.
watching us. Cause, yeah, exactly. So, meron siyang, yun nga, level batch versus batch thing. And, wala. Syempre, naalala ko noon, I just wanted to win. Syempre, dahil, younger kami, kailangan, you have to,
Yes.
say
It's our
na,
pride.
we're better than the older people. Parang ganon.
Yeah.
But in general, I'm such a competitive person. Naalala ko, even much younger, kunyari yung langit lupa. Alam mo yung, minsan pag naglalangit at lupa, kasi kailangan, mahabol, kung taya ka, mahabol mo lang kasi yung other kids.
Yes.
If nasa lupa sila.
Correct.
Hindi na sila bumababa ng lupa. Napipiko na ho. Sinisigawan ko yung mga kapitbahay kong friends na parang, hoy, bumaba kayo, madaya to. As in, ganon. Tagal na kaming nagtititigan, tapos sila nandun sa taas ng kung ano man. And I'm like, ganito na lang?
Ganito na lang, natawagin na tayo para mag-dinner.
Correct. Dapat nagtitigan na lang tayo.
Or Jackstones, ganon.
Jackstone, ako marami.
Ay, ako din.
Marami
Champion
din
ako
ako
sa Chinese Jackstone.
Yes.
And Garter, Chinese Garter.
Ay, hindi ako magaling sa Chinese Garter.
Nakakatalon
Ay, ako
ako ng
love ko yun.
mataas.
Ako hindi ako mataas tumalon. Mabigat.
Love ko yung Chinese Garter din. As in yun din. Pero I think yung alt sport ko nung bata ko was really Pepsi 7-Up.
Oh my God.
Woo! Yes.
As in, yun yung sobrang, may version yung Korean nito eh. Diba? Parang natin sa Going 17, diba? But our version is, Pepsi 7-Up. Tapos yung sobrang, yung hatakan na ng mga tao. Tapos yung pagtakbuhan na, yung tipong talagang, mahuhulog na kayo. Parang you'll end up with scrapes and all that. Maraming injuries involved. So yung mga ganyang games, sobrang heated ng ating mga playground sports, no?
Yeah.
So bakit namin pinag-uusapan ng aming mga favorite very competitive childhood games? Bakit nga ba? Because ang pag-uusapan namin this episode ay ang walang iba kundi Squid Game. Ayan. I'm sure ang mga sarang base dyan na very much into K-drama, na-anticipate nyo na rin siguro na pag-usapan namin to because this is already the second season and this is a very popular, highly rated, award-winning show na kailangan talagang pag-usapan. Not just because of its message, but because of how it is executed. So, kaya yun ang ating topic for today and I hope you guys are so excited to talk about it kasi kami din, as in. Ni-release lahat ng episode nung December 26 and of course, we were there to binge it all and sobrang bumubula na yung mga bibig namin sa need namin na pag-usapan siya. Parang Paskong Pasko, alam mo yon, kasama mo ang pamilya mo, pero oh my God, pwede bang pag-usapan natin yung Squid Game?
Oo nga.
Excited na ako eh. Gusto ko na siya pag-usapan. Kaya nandito tayo ngayon. And of course, this is gonna be a very, very exciting episode. What are we gonna be talking about? Of course, we're gonna be talking about our thoughts on Season 1. Diba? Pupunta pa rin tayo sa Season 1 because we still need to talk about it a little bit in line with Season 2. And to add to that question, we're gonna be talking about what we felt when Season 2 was announced because it was very unexpected. Di natin alam na magkakaroon ng Season 2 but then it was such a popular show kaya nagkaroon tayo ng Season 2. And then, we're gonna be talking about our thoughts and feelings about Season 2. Kung anong thoughts namin about the new characters and the returning characters and our thoughts on the storytelling and of course, the new game. So, marami silang paandar ngayon na panibago. Of course, after Season 2, magkakaroon tayo ng Season 3. Asahan nyo na manonood kami niyan. So, how much are we anticipating it? And lastly, ano ba ang aming predictions about Season 3? Because Season 2 left us cliffhanging as in on our nails. Sobrang nail biter siya. So ano ba mga predictions namin for Season 3? At sana tama kami kasi alam niyo naman na manghuhula kaming tatlo, di ba? Makikinig sa amin ng Hive. Alam mo yun, we can predict what's going on. Sana Netflix din. Hi, Netflix!
Yes, of course.
Hello! Of course. Okay, so those are our questions and sabihan nyo kami in this wonderful conversation that we're gonna have. But before we get into our question and answer portion, pag-usapan mo natin kung ano ang Squid Game 1 and Squid Game 2. So this is a quick summary care of ChatGPT. Wala na. Diba tayo, ChatGPT. Ang hirap kasi dalawang
dapat
seasons
mag-deep din tayo. Para maiba naman.
Correct, oo. Doon tayo sa Made in China.
Correct.
So this summary is care of our best friend, made in the US of A, ChatGPT, not DeepSeek. Song Gi-hun, a struggling gambler, joins a secret survival competition with 455 other debt-ridden participants, competing in deadly versions of childhood games for a massive cash prize. As the games progress, brutal eliminations reveal the desperation and moral dilemmas of the contestants. Gi-hun ultimately wins but is devastated by the truth. The games were created for the entertainment of the ultra-rich. Years later, and this is season 2, haunted by his experience, Gi-hun vows to take down their organization. He infiltrates a new game where the frontman returns in disguise as Player 1. As alliances form and betrayals unfold, Gi-hun faces even greater psychological and physical challenges. The season ends with unresolved tension, setting the stage for an even deeper confrontation. Ooh. Yon. Thank you so much, ChatGPT. So that's basically what Squid Game is all about. It is a commentary, I guess, of, the power struggles and class divides that haunt our society. And Squid Games, both 1 and 2, have a lot of very bigatin artistas, mga K-drama.
Naubos yung English mo bigla.
Hindi na kasi
Sabi na made in the USA. Kami po kasi made in the Philippines.
Oo nga eh. Naubos lahat. Alam mo, paano kung DeepSeek naman ang gamitin natin? Anong mauubos sa akin?
Pera. Privacy. Data privacy.
Privacy.
Spratly Islands. Kalayan Islands.
Shit. So, yun, marami mga K-drama artistas. At mga like Hallyu personas, mga celebrities ang nandito sa show na to. But we're gonna focus on the cast and characters of season 2. Ayan. So, maraming returning cast na of course, bumalik, syempre, kasi season 2 nga siya, di ba? So, of course, number 1, meron tayong si Song Gi-hun, who is played by Lee Jung-jae. He is now a Hollywood star who was recently in The Acolyte, and he has an upcoming drama, actually, with Lim Jae-yoon of The Glory and Lady Ok. It's called Mean Love.
Oh.
Is it
interesting?
Romantic?
So, baka pag-usapan namin to. Tingnan natin.
Para iba
Oo
naman.
nga
Oo, romantic, pero mean.
Mean.
Squid Game, pero romantic. Ganon.
May sampalan, may
May
patayan.
sampalan.
Uy, magaling
Ganyan.
to.
Oo, pero love.
Si The Glory Girl.
Oo.
correct.
Siya mismo yung taga-sampal.
Correct ka dyan. And of course, babalik as one of our main characters dito sa season 2, si Hwang In-ho, who is also the frontman, played by the bigatin artista of Hallyu, Lee Byung-hun. So, favorite natin siya sa Mr. Sunshine and Our Blues. Yan. We also have Hwang Jun-ho nagbabalik as the detective played by Wi Ha-jun. We also talked about him in our previous episodes on Little Women, Gyeongsong Creature. He was also there, and he was also in Bad and Crazy and many, many more. Actually, sobrang haba ng discography.
Filmography.
Singer din siya?
Wi Ha-jun. Sobrang daming shows at movies itong lalaking to. Ngayon ko lang na-realize he's everywhere. Also, he is hardworking. Pati sa Pilipinas. Kasi diba, bench siya? Tama ba? Or pen shop?
Talaga ba?
Maalala.
Siya ba? O si
Didn't
Sang-yi? I always confuse the two. They kind of look
Oo
alike.
nga,
Anyway.
si Sang-yi. Okay, and with a bigger role this time around, we have Park Jong-bae, who was Gi-hun's best friend. Okay, he is played by Lee So-wan. Gusto ko lang mag-drop ng fun fact about this actor. He is actually in many, many K-dramas. He was in Lady Ok, Virtuous Business, Good Partner, ganun. With like supporting roles.
Nasa good partner
But,
din siya. Okay, go.
oo, nasa good partner din siya. But, he was actually a graduate of a theological school.
Talaga?
Seminarista dapat siya.
Oh,
Oo, and then he pursued teaching. And then at a later age, I guess later age in the Hallyu world of 32, he decided to pursue acting. So gusto ko lang i-highlight to kasi it's never too late, guys, to pursue your passions.
Oo, na para ide-dedicate na dapat yung buhay niya para kay Lord. Tapos sabi niya, Lord, sorry. Hallyu before you. Ganon.
Hallyu before you.
I love it. Hallyu before you.
Hallyu before you. Capital Y.
Capital Y. Yes.
Oo, Hallyu before you. Yan ang sagot namin sa lahat ng lovers namin.
At sa lahat ng trabaho.
Yan ang sagot ni Pia kay DJ Airpa. Correct. At sa lahat ng trabaho,
Yung
lahat ng mga yaya.
Hallyu.
Oo,
before you.
correct. Oo. Kunyari may magyaya sa amin na, uy, labas tayo ng Friday night. I'm sorry. Hallyu before you. So, very impactful nga ang Squid Game. So, I just wanna run down kung ano yung mga nangyari nung pinalabas siya. It became a worldwide phenomenon. In 2021, it was the most watched Netflix show and the most watched show ever with 260 million views and good rating pa siya, 95% on Rotten Tomatoes, and very lauded talaga siya by a lot of critics. It was, as they say in Screen Rant, a cultural moment. I mean, ang dami-daming like as in mga like symbolisms, icons na nanggaling from Squid Game, from the doll to the costumes of the soldiers na sakto kasi it like showed nung 6 weeks before Halloween. So nung
Lahat
Halloween,
sila,
ang daming naka-Squid Game outfit, 'di ba?
Dahil
Sobrang
pinag-usapan natin
iconic.
yung outfit, kailangan ko lang i-point out. Naka-pink ako, 'di ba? Pink.
Yes.
Ito yung pink eh. Hindi ko talaga matanggap na pink yung tawag nila dun sa outfit ng mga soldier. Pink?
Correct!
Pink yun! Yun lang. Gusto
Parang
ko
I
sabihin.
think yung
Pink
feeling ko
yun?
pag sinabi mo na
Red.
pink, I think
It's pink.
pink. Kasi deeper
red.
pink siya.
Good, it's pink.
Parang ito lang yung question nung is the dress blue or gold?
Ah.
Hindi
Oo,
ko na-
correct. Yung white or gold, ganyan.
White or gold, parang ganon. Okay. And of course, yung visuals ng Squid Game is also very iconic. Yung stairs.
Yeah. Escher.
And yung games din as well. As in, cultural moment kung cultural moment siya. And other than that, it was also awarded in many by many award-giving bodies. So of course, ang i-highlight natin dyan, ang mga awards ni Lee Jung-jae at ni Jong Ho-yeon. They won acting awards from the Screen Actors Guild for Lee Jung-jae and Jong Ho-yeon. Si Lee Jung-jae also won a Best Actor Award at the Emmys, and they also won an Outstanding Ensemble at the Screen Actors Guild. Of course, i-highlight din natin na the show also won Best Director for a Drama Series at the Emmys for the director and brilliant creator, Hwang Dong-hyuk. So, sobrang internationally acclaimed siya. Which is why, when they said that there was gonna be a season 2, what? A season 2? So, I wanna ask the girls now, what did you feel nung nalaman nyo na magkakaroon ng season 2 ang Squid Games? Squid Game.
Ako, I expected it naman. I mean, it was a cliffhanger then talaga. And obviously, nakaabang. I think a lot of dramas then, especially around, I mean, from the recent years, medyo open na rin sila sa mga, yun nga, multiple seasons. So, nagsiset up na rin sila ng mga cliffhanging endings. In the hopes nga na baka pwede pa siyang ma-pick up. Siguro yung thing ko lang is, ayun nga, it was such a huge hit and nakaset up na nga siya for a sequel. Pero narinig ko na rin yan from Netflix na success story, aka Kingdom, na ilang taon na hindi pa tayo binabalikan ng promised next season. So, may ganun lang ako. Pero when it also was announced, I also wasn't surprised. Because yun nga, it was such a cultural landmark, I guess, the show. Everywhere you go, they know it. They know of it. The visuals, alam mo yun, people can recognize it. Even like the songs and all that. So, basta well-recognized siya. So, ayun, parang hindi naman ako nagulat na meron siyang sequel.
How about you, Pia?
Ako same, like nung in-announce din, kasi as somebody also who didn't finish the first season when it was dropped, parang, but I knew how big it was. Parang more of like expected or like, okay, they go. Parang
Yeah.
ganun lang din. I mean, it wasn't so
That's
surprising
true.
for me.
Nung lumabas
Ayun.
nga actually, well, they were saying kasi na it wasn't planned to have a season 2. It was a shocker of a hit na hindi nila in-anticipate na magkaka-season 2. And quick detour lang, nakakatawa yung interview ng director kasi he said na I'm tired of this show.
Yeah.
Pagod na siya. Season 1 lang kasi talaga
Kasi-
dapat siya eh. Oo.
Oo.
And maraming decision
Okay.
making.
Pero kayang-kaya niya.
kaya naman niya.
Alam niyo yung backstory
Mm,
nun? Like, he's been pitching this show for 10
Yes.
years and everyone kept on denying him. And then finally, Netflix took a chance. So, I'm guessing in that 10 years, syempre, pagod na pagod na
Napagod
siya.
talaga siya. Oo.
Diba? But at the same time, with those 10 years, I mean, that's more than enough to memorize the world that he built.
Exactly. Oo.
So, coming up with,
Oo.
sequels for it, like, alam mong hindi siya tapon kasi, alam mo yun,
Mm.
malalim yung pinanggagalingan na niya.
Exactly.
Parang ganun.
Siguro ano lang, parang
Oo.
I guess the success of the show came as a surprise for him and that the demand for the sequel is just
Yeah.
so strong na parang siya, kalma guys, ginawa ko to in 10 years. Hindi ko kayang gawin to
Correct.
next year as people, I guess, had wanted.
Oo.
And then, kaya
Yeah.
nakakatuwa na nandito na tayo ngayon. When they showed the character of Lee Jung-jae, na pula na yung buhok niya, tapos bumalik siyang Korea. Eh, hindi siya sumakay ng eroplano,
Oo.
parang alam
Hindi
na
siya
natin
sumakay ng plane.
na magkakaroon tayo
Oo.
ng
Oo.
season 2. And ako personally, medyo na-excite ako. I really, really enjoyed season 1. As in parang, it was one of those
did as well.
shows na binge-watch ko talaga. It was an easy show to watch.
Me too.
Kasi gripping.
Yeah, me
Oo.
too.
Easy
Easy
to watch
to
with all the
watch?
gore.
Not for me.
Oo.
Exactly. The violence was
I
too
see.
much for me.
I
That's
like
why
kasi yung
stopped.
the pace
It was-
and it was short. Alam mo yan, was only like 9 episodes noon.
Yeah.
So, madali lang talaga siyang i-binge. Ano ba ang kinaganda ng season 2 for you?
What are your highlights for season 2? I really like that it was beyond, it's more than just the game. Because season 1 kasi nakafocus yung symbolisms on, yun nga, the differences of power and social classes and, you know, desperation and yung mga stories in between those people trying to survive. For this season, it went beyond that. We still had those. Tapos, ang maganda pa doon, iba yung iba yung stories din. Parang iba siya sa mga kwento ng mga players na experience natin ng season 1. So, I appreciate that. So, at least walang ulit masyado. Yes. Pretty much wala siyang ulit, diba? And then, ayun nga, the perspective of other characters outside of the game. So, the cop, the soldier nga, who I love. I really like her character. And, what do you call this? There's another one. Si Gong Yu. Like,
Yes!
ang ganda ng babad ng character niya. Of
Oo.
who he is as a person. And
Yeah.
Gong Yu was so exceptional here. I thought it was like his best acting ever.
I
Like,
have to honestly say, I was
I
gripped
was so
by
stunned.
him. As in,
I was so stunned.
coming from
Like, I was
Wonderland.
so scared. I guess. I mean, I can't say I've seen a lot of him too, din naman.
We've seen
I
a
mean, I
lot of
didn't even
him.
see, we've seen him topless and stuff. Like, I
While
didn't,
smoking
I've,
a
I
cigarette.
haven't really,
Yes.
I haven't seen Goblin and all that. Pero parang, I mean, grabe yung mga mata niya. Alam mo yung, may mga apoy na
Yes.
sa mga mata niya na hindi ko
Deranged.
maintindihan. Ang
Mm.
deranged. Tas, it was a very sick character pa kasi. So, hindi mo talaga siya maintindihan kung bakit may ganong klaseng tao sa mundo. Alam mo yun? So, I was so stunned. I was so shocked by what he brought to the screen. And so proud. Wah! Proud.
Mommy? Girlfriend?
As a jowa. As a jowa.
How about you,
Ayun,
Pia?
yun naman.
How about you?
ako, parang originally yun nga, wala naman akong balak panoorin yung season 2 because I didn't even finish season 1. But parang ang dami. Actually, si Yael may kasalanan nito. Hi, Yael. Nag-post kasi siya sa Facebook na season 2 is better than season 1 na Squid Game. So, I got so curious. And because of that, parang nagulat lang din ako na ang galing. Kasi yung usual na season 2 na nakikita natin, lalo na sa K-drama na hindi plinanong magka-season 2, it's usually just so, oh my God, bakit di tinapos na lang sana or whatever. Like, it's just really just a pathetic attempt just so that to supposedly appease the audiences who wanted more. Pero hindi nakatulong. Ito talagang, ang ganda eh. Yun nga, like the different perspectives, I really love that. And also, like, I like how pinasok nila yung element of voting. Kasi parang yun yung nakaka-tense every episode na parang, ang dami yun ang pinagdaanan, pero gusto nyo pa rin talaga siyang ituloy. And of course, the desperation of the lead because of that. I also love, syempre kasi fan ako ni Lee Byung-hun. Sobrang love ko rin kasi syempre season 1, halos wala naman siya doon. Parang end reveal na lang siya, diba? Kaya parang, buti na nga lang, hindi ko na yung, when I watched season 1, hindi ako masyado na-spoil about it. But anyway, noon sa season 2, na parang, oh my God, sobrang gusto ko din talaga. Ang galing eh, parang yung pagkalaro din niya, I mean, as a player of the game and all of that. And one of my favorite scenes talaga is nung nung mag-a-attack na sila, papunta na sila sa parang pinaka-control room. And then like, one of the soldiers recognized him. Like, it was so simply executed. It wasn't huge. And the soldier is like, probably a no-name actor. Pero, alam mo yun, ang
pangalanan naman natin.
Yung soldier na yun, di ba parang,
no-name actor?
Ano lang siya? And, I mean, no-name actor in the sense that he's,
oo.
Gets, diba? Parang,
joke lang naman.
Sorry, pero gets, parang ganon. But he executed that part so well. Tas, ewan ko, sobrang isa yun sa parang ang galing talaga ng pagkakagawa. And pero hindi ko lang matanggap yung part na yung si Lee Byung-hun, yung bigla na lang siyang nung nag-mask ulit. Ang bilis niya nagbihis, no? Nakatracksuit siya nung una, diba? Tapos biglang pagbalik may mask siya. Tapos may joke kasi kami ng husband ko. Kasi pag nagmamask siya, parang pinapatong lang niya sa mukha niya. Didikit. Parang sabi ng husband ko, under the mask, nakaganto siya. Para nakadikit. Yung mukha, parang dumikit. Parang hindi mahulog, di ba?
Para mag-stretch.
Mag-nature niyo sa ilalim. Pero ganyan. But, I mean,
kaya siguro wala siyang wrinkles.
Oo, kasi gano'n. Di ba kasi parang ginaganon lang niya, tapos tinatagal lang.
Correct.
Like, sobrang minimal na lang nung scene na yun. Parang, bakit? Leader naman siya eh. Baka merong stage hands ready. Sir, magbibihis ka na? Okay.
Oo.
1 minute.
Lalabas lang siya sa hallway. Tapos nakaganon lang siya.
Naka-velcro lahat.
Oo.
Tama.
Correct.
O sir, o yung mask mo, sir, ready pa na yung mukha mo. I-stretch mo na para dumikit. Ganon. Pero, and then, yung isang thing also na medyo nasad lang ako sa season 2 because sobrang love ko naman din si Wi Ha-jun. As in, season 1, para sa akin, sa kanya ako pinaka nag-empathize sa lahat ng mga nangyari doon. Tapos sa season 2, parang sobra siyang, afterthought. Parang ganon. Like, yung adventure nila sa labas ng island. Parang, ewan ko, parang masyadong stretch.
Kala fishing trip.
Correct, diba? Parang, ang OA na nung magkaka-stretch. Na alam, parang sa start pa lang, medyo gets mo na si Captain is like, ginagago lang sila eh.
Oo.
Hindi nang stretch, parang yun lang, parang nabitin lang ako kay Wi Ha-jun. I wanted more sana from him. Pero maybe sa season 3 natin yun ilalabas.
Ako, ayun. Totoo. I felt that too with Wi Ha-jun. Pero na-feel ko rin na we just need him to like keep on popping up para people don't forget that he's still there. Kasi feeling ko talaga mas malaki yung, mga eksenahan niya sa third. So, kailangan lang talaga siya i-plant pa rin.
Parang kailangan nilang ipakita kasi na may outside intervention pa rin na nangyayari. Parang feeling ko dun lumalaki yung story when people outside of that island are being involved na. May mga drone na, may mga marami ng mga
yung
like,
soldier, yung special
ganon.
forces for hire, ganon.
Correct.
And actually, na-appreciate ko rin din pala yung presence niya kasi parang so aware nga sila, basta naghahanapan sila basically, di ba? Ni Jung 456 sa loob. Pero hindi sila
kikitaan. So parang may onting, oh my God, save him na, but not. Parang, are you almost there? Pero hindi pala, maganon. So parang sa kanya actually yung hope na meron pa rin naghahanap sa kanya kay Jung Jae-in.
Correct.
Diba? Kasi he's the only one who knows that something is going down. Diba?
Yeah.
Correct.
Correct.
Aside from yung mga naging sidekick niya sa labas na naghahanap kay Gong Yu.
Correct.
Yung
Gusto
mga
ko
school
yung
book
isa-isa
yung
rin
mga
yung
best
subway.
friend.
Oo nga, sa mga school book. Yung mga school book. Yung isang guy doon, he's always there also as one of the school bookers.
As a school
forever. As a
yung dark eyebrows, yung pwedeng kapatid
yung
ni
makapal.
Escoop.
Yung makapal yung kilay niya.
Pero
Ang
ni
ganda din
Escoop.
ng pero ang galing din ng execution nun. Actually, dun ako sobrang na-stun din. Kasi parang, that was the first episode and then that already happened. Yung nag-roulette sila basically.
That's
yung
such
bullet.
an amazing
Tama diba yung
episode.
roulette ba
Yeah.
yun? Yung tawag
Russian
doon.
roulette.
Russian roulette.
And like, that was so fucking intense.
That was so
Yes.
intense.
Ang ganda ng, siguro ang ano lang sa puso kasi parang coming from yun nga, yung mga school bulan na eksena. Tapos biglang,
Correct.
who's gonna die? Parang,
Correct.
alam mo yun. So, like, you're just caught off guard and your emotions are just from up to down to up
Correct.
again na hindi ko maintindihan. So, feeling ko talaga tumaas yung BP ko. Ganun level.
I think yun talaga yung strength ng Squid Game franchise. As in their ability, yung ability talaga ng creator ni, ano pangalan ng director? Basta
Ni
niya.
director.
Ni director. Yung ability ng creator talaga to cliffhang you. And I think sobrang, I have to agree, yung scene, yung Russian roulette scene talaga is just one of the most intense like scenes I've seen. And it's the acting, it's how it's shot, yung sobrang close-up nilang dalawa. Sobrang intense. Tapos parang, galing kasi, alam mo, honestly, ang galing talaga ni Gong Yoo dito. As in, sobrang
Super.
galing niya. And then prior to that scene, parang you see how he is as the salesman. Yung nandun siya sa park and he was like asking people kung, yung mga homeless
bread.
people kung magdadakji ka ba and like risk and have a chance to earn money or gusto mo ba ng tinapay? And then he loses his shit kasi these people are choosing an opportunity that's they're probably not gonna have and versus food. Parang, and then he's gonna have that Russian roulette episode na parang for such a short role in this season, sobrang ganda no arc. Ang dami nating napulot about his character dun sa short
na flesh out talaga.
sobrang na flesh out.
Impactful too.
Yeah.
Because also parang it's also coming from a place na these people, whoever created the games, are insane.
Yeah,
Like, pero
and they
hindi
find
lang siya
insane
yung
people like him.
hindi lang siya yung label na okay, insane na baliw-baliw in acting. Like deeply wrecked human beings.
Yeah,
Ganon.
super.
As a
so,
huge, sorry. One last thing,
sige,
one last
go.
thing lang to wrap up like what I was saying.
Go.
Ayun, and then parang ako, like as a huge fan lang din of the Hunger Games franchise, like from the novel and the movies as well. Parang I was just so reminded of it with Squid Game. Parang basically same. Sino ba yung totoong kalaban is always the question. And the kalaban is not each other, but like the powers that be.
Yes.
And I feel like ito yung parang the way they made it. Syempre sa Hunger Game, these are like kids, teenagers with love involved. So ito like with all the gore. So parang okay, bumagay na sa edad ko. Meron na ring Hunger Game na pang 40-year-old. Parang gano'n na siya.
Walang love triangle. Ay, hindi.
Walang
love. Ay, hindi, wala pala.
But it's
Wala
not like central to the story.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
nothing else. Yun.
Unless may
That's
love
true.
triangle si Wee Ha-jun, yung kapatid niya, tsaka si Lee Jung-jae. BL
Si
pala
Lee
ito.
Jung-jae. Correct.
BL pala ito. Tama. Ako super, as in, yes, nakakatuwa siya. Ako, I guess for me, parang like, I super duper loved Squid Games the first season. As in, parang, and every time I remember it, I always go back to that episode where they had to play the marble game. And then they had to choose kung sino. Parang kumbaga, they compete each other between people who are very close or created a bond. And then they have to choose kung sino yung mamamatay. And that is such a pivotal scene for me. And dun talaga ako umiyak ng malala. As in, dun talaga ako na-attack ng malala ng Squid Game. And that's when I felt na this show is something
else. Alam mo yun?
Mm-mm.
It's blockbustery in how it's being produced, but yung core message niya talaga parang is, as in, parang it affects me in a human way. You know what I mean? It really made me feel a
Yeah.
lot. That is
Yeah.
why yung Squid Game 2, I felt like it didn't hit me the same way as Squid Game 1. Because parang I felt like it did not have that parang human groundedness that Squid Game 1 offered. Parang super, I love that they expanded the world. As in, sobrang natuwa ako. Kasi parang you're offered different experiences. But in the expansion of the world, you're offered so many characters na it's so hard to flesh out the stories of each and every one of them. Parang kumbaga pag-iisipin mo, meron ba sa kanila na pwedeng manominate for an Emmy? Wala. Kasi yung story nila hindi as parang as fleshed out. Although may mga like super na-appreciate ako ng
Gong Yu.
mga acting moments. Gong Yu was great. Pero mas na-appreciate ko in like the whole arc of the show, si Mommy, si Oma.
Mm-mm.
I
Yeah,
didn't,
that's
I
what I
don't,
was gonna say. Siya naman, parang
oo.
may groundedness. It always has to be with an older character.
Yun nga eh.
Pero
yun
parang
nga
siya yung
eh.
nag-bring nun.
Diba? And the thing is, like, I don't really like her as a K-drama actress. Like, I've seen her
Gets.
in a lot. And parang ako like, medyo parang yung attack niya usually kasi hindi ko masyadong gusto. Pero this one talaga, parang may iba siyang na-offer na something else.
Oo.
Season 1 kasi was really this very emotional journey for me. And I think season 2, baka iba kasi din yung intention niya. I'm trying to wrap my head pa around it eh. Kasi I feel like I can only give myself I can only satisfy what I'm trying to look for in the show with season 3. Parang may ganun. Kasi it really does feel like season 2 is a build up to something bigger. But I'm really hoping that the emotional pull that season 1 had would exist or can be found in the 3rd season. So yun lang. But overall, I mean, it's still a wonderful show to watch. I really still enjoyed it. Like, the visuals, of course. Can we talk about that for a little while? Like, how wonderful, once again, the games were shown and depicted in this season. So, what do you guys think about that? Simulan natin kay Monica kasi siya ang PD in the house. What do you think about, the games and how the whole game scenario was visualized in season 2?
The beauty about this series talaga, and I think all K-dramas in general, na, di ba, ang galing-galing nilang i-insert talaga yung culture nila in everything that they do. And obviously, the focus of this is games and childhood games to be particular. So yung one,
Yes.
alam mo yun, meron tayong mga na-experience na mga games nila, and then ito, another set naman. And maliban dun, parang they played on that world nga that they created around it, na games nga to. You know how they used like the playground as a motive, basically. And consistent din naman siya sa first. I mean, even nung nagta-tug of war sila, naalala ko yung tug of war, tsaka yung glass bridge na yun. I mean,
Yes, oh my gosh, I love
it
that.
was still set in such a fantasy kind of world na it's very childlike yung imagery. And I think yun yung maganda about how they art directed this eh. Kasi parang you're in a childlike world, but you are dealing with very, very serious adult problems and, and death, basically.
And a lot of gore.
And a lot of gore. So, the difference between the what do you call this? The range of it from being happy child, colorful, pero yun nga, yung napaka intense niya na nakakatakot. Ang galing-galing ng pagkameld. And obviously for this second season, they did so well pa rin with it. And I like that they reuse things. I mean, yun yung consistency. So parang alam mo na it's still the same games. And they were able to like balance it na parang they reused the sets, pero they also engaged in a new visual for it, like, or they rehashed, like, for example, the playground. I really, really like that playground. Kasi diba in the first, that's where the Dalgona is. Yun, diba? Yun yung Dalgona set. Tapos ngayon, ginawa nilang, ano yun? What do you call it? Relay? Na sobrang gustong-gusto ko. Gustong-gusto ko yung game na yun. Kasi, I mean, they were basic. Kumbaga, they tackled all the games, 5 games in one go. Tapos, ang ganda pa ng pagka-conceptualize na, alam yun nga, naka-tie together at the feet and like, they had to like, strategize na which person will handle which game, which I super loved kasi para dun mo na-insert yung katauhan ng bawat character. Like, sobrang favorite ko yung kay Hanul na parang, oh yeah, I grew up with sisters. Kaya ang galing niya yung version nila ng Chinese Jackstones. Alam mo yun?
Gonggi.
So,
Gyeonggi?
Gonggi?
Yeah, Gonggi.
Oo. Tapos, yung si pregnant girl, she's like, oh yeah, I beat up Gongyu with the Dakji in one go. So parang, so dun siya assigned.
Correct.
So, alam mo yun, sobrang fascinating niya, pero at the same time, intense kasi mamamatay ka afterwards if you fail, diba? And then the colors, it's just really it's really a slap in the face because it's like all happy colors but you're facing life and death or death situation. And like kaya extra hindi mo maintindihan yung emotions mo din. I think it adds to it. Plus I love that they use like colors that aren't basic. So yun nga, they have pinks and then they have the aqua green and
pink ba talaga?
Pink siya. Lalo na yung sa staircase,
Red.
yung Escher staircase thingy, the painter, artist, si something Escher. Anyway, naginaya din nila sa Harry Potter. The films, I mean.
At sa IKEA.
Oo. And then
may ganun sa IKEA as art.
That's as simple lang, even like, I think this is a general thing. It's not just season 2. Like, just, deciding on triangles and squares and circles as symbolism for the ranking. Alam mo yun? Parang napaka-basic nun eh. Kasi if you think about it, lahat ng mga ranks, or what do you call that? Parang signifiers na kung nasaan kang level in life, whether kunyari sa military, yung mga stars, ilang star yan, whatever. Lahat siya symbols, pero they chose to like keep it sa pinaka-basic shapes. And it's so distinct and it's sobrang madali siyang intindihin na in one go, okay, triangle, mas mataas siya kaysa kay circle. Tama ba? Kalimutan ko na kung sino yung mas mataas na tier, whatever.
Basta may hierarchy.
Basta may hierarchy siya. So, ang galing lang. Sobrang galing. And, naglalaro lang din sila eh. Alam mo yun? Parang, yung pagka-conceptualize nito, alam mong pinaglalaroan mo lang I can imagine how fun it must have been, like, in the drawing room. Like, figuring out where this would come from na it's like child's play. But also not. So, it's so great.
Oo.
Tapos, sobrang love ko rin yung coffin na pink, na may bow. Parang, kaya nito, galingin sa Barbie, no? Or something. Hindi naman. Actually, hindi ko maalala kung may coffin. May coffin na ba nung sa Squid Game 1? Hindi ko maalala.
Yeah.
Meron na, diba? Oo.
Nagko-collect na rin sila doon mga katawan.
So,
parang I really want to agree, but I really do agree with you with that. Parang sobrang natutuwa ako dun din as a whole with how Squid Game used like childlike wonder to set the stage for so much gore. Alam mo yun? Parang feeling ko it really speaks also to what it's trying to say na parang like all these inhumanities are so normalized. We think it's just normal for all of this to happen. Alam mo yun? We paint things in like, vibrant colors pero at the end of the day, like people are really actually dying. And kaya parang feeling ko mas jarring siya panoorin, mas shocking siya. Kaya may namamatay sa isang playground.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun? Parang mas may shock factor na ganun.
And even just Squid Game in itself, kasi bilang di naman natin alam kung ano yung Squid Game, pero yung finale ng season 1, diba? Parang when the contestants found out na magsi-Squid Game tayo, that's the most violent game, even in the playground. Parang may alam natin, meron din kasing usual, diba? Kunwari, pag sabihin mo yung mga nursery rhymes, some of the things that we play with as kids, there's a lot of violence and gore with that as well. So parang may yung pagka-layer din nun, like all the songs also, yung mga ganyan. And also like, I guess with this world that they built, sobrang dami mo rin as somebody who got absorbed with everything. And ganun kalakas siya visually. Kaya parang alam mo na kagad yung visual cues. Like in season 2, nung naginip siya about the Dalgona, tas biglang nakita niya na pagbukas niya yung can, putangin na yung shape niya, parang ang dami, parang paano niya to didilaan. Hindi lang siya, di ba? Yung parang ganon, parang that visually, ikaw din masyashock ka na parang meron ka ding moment na putangin na parang akala mo nagdila ka rin ng Dalgona nung season 1. And also that part when they gave away na yung food that had like the knife or the fork, alam mo na parang ay putang ina, magpapatayan na sila na to. Kasi napaka-clear nun from season 1 that that's what they used. Na parang, ang galing lang the way they executed it and built up on it kasi ikaw rin as a viewer, parang shit, alam mo na, and yung stress and yung kaba, parang nag-double siya sa season 2. So I really appreciated that.
Diba, parang saktong parang siyang saktong repeat. I think I saw some comments saying na, it's just a repeat of 1 or something like that. But I thought they did it so brilliantly. Like, they reused it, yes. But they rehashed it in such a way na hindi lang siya same-same. And mas intensified pa nga Kasi parang, kumbaga, mas level 2 na siya. Lahat ng games. Level 1 pa lang yung Squid Game 1. So, may mas ikina-intense pa pala yung second. So, paano pa kaya yung third? Or may games pa ba? Or, I don't know, di ba? Yun yung mga tanong ko. Tapos, meron lang akong gusto i-add dun sa yung childlike, yung setting, di ba? Na parang childhood memories. Or, kumbaga, being childlike. Parang naisip ko rin to, parang they put them in that, what do you call that? That stage of life. Because like when you're a child, napaka-basic lang ng pamumuhay. Alam mo yun. There's not a lot of layered thoughts, intentions, I don't know.
How to be a child again.
Oo. Parang ganon. Parang napaka-basic lang ng child. And yet, in the games kasi, very basic lang din ang kailangan nilang gawin. And that is to survive. So, kumbaga, it's just basically being able to continue to live. So, ang ganda lang nung ganon, nung laro na the world created is basically how a human being is basic. Na-lost ako sa words ko. Is basic. Pero kumbaga yung core ng kung ano ang intention ng mga tao sa buhay na to. And that is to survive. Alam mo yun. So, ayun. Ang galing-galing lang. Plus, babae pa yung PD, by the way, yung art director. So, super kudos. Like, I think I have to mention her name. Wait. I have to like give her a shout out because it's so awesome. The name of the production designer is Chae Kyung-soon. So, sobrang good job, ma'am. Kasi yun, alam mo yun. Tapos, nakakatuwa pa. Every time I see her in interviews and articles, she's like such a petite, sweet-looking lady. And then, can you just imagine her like drawing up with all these gore? Like, I love it. Like, you go show the world na ganyan tayo mag-isip. Gory tayo mag-isip. Or kaya natin yan. Alam mo
violent.
Pero ano din
gory, pero kailangan in pastels.
Pero ang galing and you can, and because she's also a woman, you can also sense that there's a female touch to everything. Alam mo yon, like how it was meticulously laid out. I mean, I'm not saying naman that male PDs aren't capable of that. Pero may ibang ganun ng mga babae. I feel. So, ayun lang.
Yeah.
To add din dun sa sinabi mo kanina, I like that you mentioned na parang it's just so basic. Alam mo yun, parang kumbaga, they're laying out the groundwork for kung ano yung kailangan natin, necessities as people. But at the same time, in a situation that calls for a lot of gray area. Like, it's not as basic as you think. Like, there's a lot of complication. Parang complicatedness, I guess, with the people who are in Squid Game. Alam mo yun, parang they have to choose. Parang it's not easy to choose between right or wrong. Alam mo yun, parang maraming factors na involved. So, parang feeling ko, yung basicness nung set, basicness meaning like the childlikeness of it all, and then the gray area-ness of like violence. Gray area bang violence?
Kaya nga eh.
Hindi,
Parang
pero
black.
kasi, black siya, pero alam mo yun, some people kasi see it as necessary for them to survive. Alam mo yun? They have to fight to survive.
They have to kill
And sometimes
to survive.
it's literally kill people to survive.
Yeah.
So may konting, I mean, like it's morally wrong, but for some people living in these situations, gray area siya because you have to survive.
Yeah.
So since we're talking about the games nga, mayroon ba kayong super favorite game doon? How it was depicted? Ano, like
Ako
which
favorite
game
ko rin
really
yung
touched you, I guess?
Yung Relay talaga yung favorite ko because as a huge K-Variety fan, isa to sa mga lagi nilang, syempre minus yung patayan, di ba? Pero laging may mga relay, di ba? Tapos laging merong, nag-a-assign kayo kung sino dito, yung mga ganyan. I mean, sa Going 17, may ganyan. 2 days, 1 night, lagi, Running Man, laging ganon. And then for it to be shown in this very violent situation and setting, parang holy, nakaka-stress din siya. And then like ito rin ang ganda niyang pag-emphasize na yun nga, you need to find like mag-group kayo, tapos nun yung group na to kailangan fully tatrust mo yung taong hindi mo alam kung itatrust mo rin after the game, which is always like the conflict within this whole series. So sobrang favorite ko yung buong yun. And also yung merry-go-round,
The
run to the
ring-a-ling.
room.
Oo. I love that so much.
Yeah, yes, the ring-a-ling-a-ling.
Sobrang
As
gusto ko
in,
nun. Oo.
yan yung Time to Shine ni T.O.P.
Correct.
Like,
Yung
go.
gumagano siya.
Nagbang-bang-bang siya. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. Kaya yun. Parang that whole thing, as in, grabe yung hindi ka makahinga. And then yun, again, the contrast with like the song versus what's happening. And you also see like all the stories unfold kung sino yung nagbe-betray kanino. Ang galing din nung execution nun. And that's something new that we didn't see from season 1. So, kaya nagugulat ako na parang may mga nagsasabi pala na parang inulit lang.
Oo,
parang
parang
hindi siya inulit. Iba.
Parang, tsaka honestly, bakit mo babaguhin ang isang story na situated sa isang lugar? Parang ano pang kailangan baguhin sa kanya? 'Di ba? Parang like, kailangan mo ng connection din dun sa season 1 eh.
Tapos what I love about that game too, the way it was like, conceptualized. Like while watching it, maliban sa wanting to know what the characters are gonna do, ako rin, nagsa-strategize kung saan ako tatakbo. Parang ganon. Kasi diba, when it stops, makikita may shot usually na may door or whatever. Like, even for me, so parang it felt like I was part of the game. Like, I was also strategizing. I think, parang, in my head lang naman, parang, that door or something. Alam mo yon. So, parang, extra involved ka pa, maliban sa, pagpanood kung ano yung gagawin ng mga characters. So, sobrang galing. So, extra feeling ko, hindi lang ako nanonood to like see the commentary. It also felt like, gosh, am I a player
You're
too?
part of it.
I would like to be
correct.
player 515. Ganon. Wow, 500. Birthday kasi.
Dami. Pero alam mo, sa totoo, yun talaga yung beauty nito. Yung parang paano nadadala ka dun sa situation. Like, dun sa game na 6 legs, yung pentathlon nga, it's also one of my favorites. Kasi, parang nung nag-cheer na yung mga tao for the players, as in, sobrang nadala talaga ako
rin.
Parang, hindi ko mapanood yung episode after that kasi I was so stressed. I was like, parang sumasakit yung puso ko. Like, anong mangyayari sa kanila? Pero ang galing nila kasing makahugot ng parang, they make you feel like you're part of it.
Yeah.
With how they show it. Sobrang nakakatuwa.
And the cheers were also so, grabe, nakakaano Medyo naiyak ako dun. Kasi kumbaga, everyone was, it felt like everyone was cheering for everyone to live. Diba? Kasi, extra siya, parang, oh my gosh, this is humanity. I mean, kumbaga, this is what it could be. It should be. Like, you know, cheering on, supporting each other, ganon.
Especially coming from nag-vote kayo at habang nag-vote kayo, parang hindi kailangan 5 pa mamatay para yung pera ko ganito nakalaki. Doon kayo, yun yung mga scenes prior eh. Alam mo na lahat sila. They just want
more money.
Parang a certain number. Kumbaga nakatali lang sila. Dapat 10 yung mamatay. 10. Parang ganon. But then at that moment, wala. Hindi mo rin matatanggal din yun because as humans, it's part of it. Community cheering for each other. So, ang galing din nung depiction, nung contrast, push and pull nung buong thing na yun.
Ganda nga nung push and pull na yun. Parang, I really like na kayo na pati mini-mention yung voting kasi it's also something new that they showed here. And sobrang, I think it gave the show a different parang layer. Kasi parang sa season 1 kasi parang, yes, parang like, they kind of like, they have to choose nga kung sino yung mamatay. Parang may mga games na ganun, di ba? Pero dito kasi official na siya eh. And like, you have to vote as a group. So, kumbaga parang dadalhin mo siya sa totoong buhay. Parang, like, lalo na ngayon, election, di ba? Botohan.
Nako.
All the more. Di ba? So, parang like, lumalabas yung kanya-kanyang intentions ng mga tao. And sometimes, it's selfish.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's selfish. So, now that magkakaroon tayo ng season 3, kayo guys, alam niyo naman na tayo pinakikinggan ng mga, hindi pinakikinggan, but rather we are predictors. Tayo ay mga Nostradamus. Tayo ay Sarangdamus of the podcast world. What are your predictions as to what the story will be in season 3? What do you think will happen?
First of all, of course, I think the cop is gonna find 4, 5, 6. Ayun, yun ako sure ako. At mag-reunite sila ni brother Byun-hun. And may nakita ko theory na ang tatay daw ni Game Master na si Byun-hun is actually the old man, which kind of makes sense because of the chocolate milk.
Yeah.
The chocolate milk theory, yung nagpasahan sila ng ano. They did the same comment like when the old man said na, that's how something like that's what my son likes to drink also. Parang ganon. I predict na mamamatay si Kanganul. Patay lang. As a was. Pero grabe, sobrang appreciate ko siya in this series, in this show. And I didn't know he was cast at all. So when I saw him, I'm like, what the? As in talaga nagulat talaga ako. And he brought his A game, his usual. I mean, I'm sorry, it's a little bit his usual stuff.
Yes.
But I missed him enough. So kaya nagustuhan ko. I mean, appreciate ko na I was seeing him again. I mean, I missed his usual acting enough. I haven't seen him in a while. I don't know the prediction, but I cannot freaking wait to find out kung ano yung magiging story that will unfold dun sa soldier, the North Korean soldier. Feeling ko pivotal yung role niya kasi may power siya eh. Malakas siyang tao. Alam mo yon. So kahit na binubuli siya ng ibang soldiers and all that, somehow
she has will.
She has, and she freaking saved that father. So
true.
Yeah. I'm excited to see that. So
dahil asintado siya. How about you, Pia? Anong mga predictions mo? Pia Dramos.
Ako, yung prediction ko, actually hindi to sa akin. Prediction to ni Tableau ng Epic High. Panoorin niyo siya sa YouTube. Ang ganda na, nakakatawa yung YouTube ng Epic High. Anyway, ang prediction ni Tableau, dadagdagan ko na lang ng madaming MSG. Because as like, again, a huge fan of Hunger Games, I'm sure, obviously, it will end like they would be able to defeat the enemy. They would be like, yes! You burn! I burn! You burn with us! Yun ba yung sabi ni Katniss Everdeen? Basta ganon. So, may ganyan. So, okay, nanalo na sila. So, nakalabas na sila. Free na sila. May pera sila. And then, si Lee Jung-jae, di ba, yung anak niya nasa US. So, pupunta siya ng US. Finally, magkikita na tayo. Madami na akong pera at wala na akong iniisip because I was able to defeat the enemy. Pero, syempre, di niya kailangan sabihin sa anak niya yun. Parang, chika-chika lang sila ni anak na, anak, I'm here. Okay na tayo. Pwede na tayo magkita, whatever. So, pupunta sila sa park ng anak niya. Tapos noon, habang nakaupo sila sa park, may lalapit sa kanya. At ang kinast ni Tableau for this is si Leonardo DiCaprio. At si Leonardo DiCaprio maglalabas ng Dakji.
Ang ganda!
Because it is never gonna end. Akala mo naka-escape ka na. Hindi.
Wow,
Or
parang
kumbaga,
Inception.
Actually,
kay
ang ganda
Leo.
nun. Kasi parang ano pala siya, kumbaga international syndicate.
Worldwide.
Oo.
Oo, di ba? Global franchise.
Pero global
Again,
naman
to the
kasi talaga
haters.
siya. Hindi kasi di ba yung ano,
Actually,
yung mga
nanonood
global.
Correct.
Parang kaya
Ay, oo nga,
audition
sinabi
for
nila,
that.
the Korean version of this game is actually good. Oh, di ba?
Oo,
May ganun nga
correct.
sila, di ba?
Oo.
So, you'll never escape at 4, 5, 6 kahit saan ka pa pumunta. May Dakji sa harapan mo. Ganyan.
Gusto ko na kahit na nasa ibang bansa, Dakji pa rin ang entry point.
Oo, international.
Oo.
Kasi yun yung sabi sa Squid Game International, nag-assembly sila, parang United Nations of Squid Game. Meron silang General Assembly.
Natalo kasi yung yung last na kakompete niya, Pog. Natalo yung Pog.
Oo, ayan. So,
tsaka luma na yung Pog.
Oo.
Parang kailangan they have to keep up with the times. Ano?
Dakji din naman.
Dakji din. Mas luma pa nga yun.
Joseon
Sumisikat
pa
siya dahil
ata.
sa mga K-variety. Sumisikat siya dahil sa mga K-variety. Hello.
So that's my ending.
I think
prediction.
I like the fact that you fleshed it out. Like, kulang na lang script. Are you
Diba?
the next creator of Squid Game?
As a plagiarist, kasi si Tablo ngayon, dinagdagan ko lang ng elements and ng drama.
Correct, tama. Ang akin naman, ang prediction ko is, feeling ko, mamamatay si Lee Jung-tae. Kasi that is the only way na makakaalis. Pero, mayaman siya. So, yung anak niya yung makakuha ng ano.
Siya
Siya yung
Hoyon.
makaka-inherit.
Yung anak ni
Hindi
Hoyon.
siya madidisinherit. Parang si Tessa Prieto Valdez. Yun. Siya yung makaka-inherit nung limpak-limpak na salapi. Agree, baka mabuhay yung bata, pero pwede ring hindi mabuhay si Preger's mom. Likely, mamamatay si Oma. Feeling ko mamamatay si Oma. Kailangan mo ng ganung ng ganung sakit Alam mo yun. Or siya yung character na sinakripisyo ang lahat Alam mo yun. Pumunta siya doon not for herself for her child. So feeling ko kailangan niya para mas ma-emphasize yung fact na this whole thing is so unjust. Kang Hanul, ayoko siya mamatay. May likelihood na mamatay siya, pero kasi feeling ko may arc pa siya na he will save the day. Si Trans Ex-Sergeant, I think, so sad, she will probably die.
Yeah.
Papatay na siya sa episode 1 pa lang kasi ang dami na daw niyang controversies.
Oo nga Sir naman kasi, ayusin mo naman yung pag-social media mo.
That was so, talaga, so bad. And he was doing so well, diba? Parang galing-galing niya.
Sunod-sunod. Diyos ko, Lord, sir. Sayang naman magiging, ka na Hollywood star with this.
Correct.
Kailangan niya salbahin yung sarili niya.
Ang ganda pa ng atake niya. Alam mo yun, parang hindi siya caricature.
Totoo.
Sakto siya.
Actually. Sa season 2 kasi parang meron pa silang mga villainous players But I think baka in season 3, the villains will be the actual system na. So I think, I'm hoping na like everyone will rise up together and fight the system. Kasi nung start wala May iba lang na nag-volunteer. But hopefully now, they will all rise up. And I mean, if there's a message that season 3 will end with, I hope it's that we can all band together and fight the system. System of a down. Tapos, yung island, papasabugin nila. Boom!
Using drones.
Correct. Using drones. Pero bago magpabomba yung drone, gagawa muna siya yung drone show. Kasi uso yun sa Korea ngayon So, that is our episode on Squid Game. Ito yung ating conversation about it. Pero hindi pa tayo matatapos for this episode. Siyempre, magigame muna tayo. And sobrang important ng game na to because it harkens back to our previous episodes. One of our very first ones where we also played a game. And it's a game about choices. Sa Squid Game, maraming choices. Nakita natin sa nag-voting sila. May mga ganun na mangyayari. Dito will have a sort of similar attack to it. So, let's play the game. And our game is called This or that. Woohoo! Okay, sobrang simple lang ng game na to. And I hope our audience talaga. Pinakita nyo na kami sa YouTube, audience na kayo. And our listeners can play along para masaya. Diba? Sobrang basic lang ng gagawin. I'm just gonna give you 2 options and you just choose which one will suit you. Which one you like? Red. Pink or red? Okay, this or that. Pili lang kayo kung ano yung mas gusto nyo option.
Okay.
Right. Option 1, si Gong Yu. Pero, ang ulo niya ay squid. Pero katawan niya yung kay Gong Yu. Okay. Or, option 2, Gong Yu. Pero, ulo niya as Gong Yu, pero katawan niya squid. Gusto kong malaman kung magkakaroon tayo ng change in terms of our choices. I still remember what we chose. So, ngayong 2025, ano ang choice ninyong dalawa?
Gong
Si
Yu
Pia,
head.
Gong Yu ulo. Okay. Gong Yu ulo, squid katawan. Wow.
Mm-mm.
Malinamnam.
Mm-mm.
Literal. Pwede mo lagyan ng butter.
What? And stuffing. Tomato, onion,
Stuffing. O, diba? Pangina.
Oo.
patis.
Kinamati si Gong Yu.
Kimchi.
Ang hirap naman. Kasi parang kung yayakapin ko siya, tapos squid yung katawan. Pero at the same time, squid yung titingnan mo. Wait lang, anong duration na to? Anong situation? Wag na. I choose...
Hindi, pinanganak siyang ganun.
Oo.
Kasi
I
sumikat siya kasi
choose...
circus freak siya.
Feeling ko, Gong Yu na ulo. Tapos, I'll just deal with the slime.
Alam mo, yan din yung sagot mo nun.
Ah,
In all
talaga?
fairness to. Yung kay Pia actually nakalimutan ko. Parang hindi ata yung kay Pia. Tsaka, yun.
Ako yung nagtanong, so hindi ako pumili.
Ay, hindi ka pa pumili. No?
Oo. Siya yung
So,
host
wala
Kasi
kang
ako yung
remembrance.
nagtanong. Oo.
Okay. Akala ko may option ka. Kasi gusto ko mag-choose eh.
Tsaka ang hirap.
Oh, ikaw, ano sa'yo? Ano sa'yo?
Ako gusto ko yung katawang Gong Yu.
Pero ang hirap
Ulo
kasi ng
squid.
ulo squid. Kasi diba yung ulo ng squid, parang siyang penis. So,
Oo.
O di masaya. Saka parang hindi na siya bago. Sa Pirates of the Caribbean, may ganung character. So, medyo nabivisualize ko na kung
okay.
So may mata, may ilong, ganon. Hindi lang siya squid. Squid with a face, ganon.
That's the Gong Yu I have in my head. Okay, so yan ang Gong Yu option. Yung mga listeners natin, anong pinili nyo? DM us. Let us know kung anong klaseng Gong Yu ang gusto nyong makasama sa iyong buhay. What? Okay. Second question. This or that scenario. Ito medyo seryosong tanong to. Isa ka dun sa mga homeless na pinuntahan ng the salesman. Papapiliin ka ng the salesman a chance to earn money by playing dakji or to be given food. Which would you choose? And why? A short answer as to why.
On a serious level,
If
I end up in that situation na parang day by day ang survival ko and I don't know kung totoo nga bang I'll earn money through dakji or not, I'll go for food. Tinapay.
Practical. Hindi ka niya babatuhin. Yun ang sure ako. Hindi ka niya babatuhin ng
Oo.
tinapay.
Feeling ko
Correct.
tinapay.
How about you, Pia?
Ako, parang instinct lang, dakji. Kasi parang if I am in that situation, chances for you to get higher or like get out of it does not come by. Not a lot. Not even like a chance of it. Parang food, madali lang yan kunin. Kahit nalagi akong gutom, yung pagkain makakakuha at makakakuha ka niyan somehow. But the chance to be rich, you don't get that. So like, I'll choose that.
Ganda. Gandang tanong. Okay, salamat po sa mga contestants ng pageant.
Oo nga eh.
It's a very pageant question, no?
Correct.
I think pasok na po kayo sa last round. Magkapit kamay po
Hindi
kayong
ka
dalawa.
pipili? Okay. Skit pa rin pala.
Skit pala to. Oo.
Okay.
Okay. I think nandun din ako sa food. Di ako risk taker eh. Feeling ko as me now, I will probably take the food. Kasi hindi ako risk taker person. Pero siguro if I know I'm very lucky in life, I guess. Pero if I knew how that felt talaga, to be really down on your luck, not a lot of opportunities, maybe my choice would be different. Maybe, I don't know. But as I am now, siguro. And dahil 1 to sarang kami, at lahat ng bagay ay bumabalik sa 17, tarong! Ito ang aking tanong. 6-legged pentathlon. Woo!
Oh my goodness!
Kailangan yung pumili ng mga kasama sa team. 2 options lang nabibigay ko sa inyo.
Wow.
Okay? 5 lang, tama. 5 lang
5.
pipiliin nyo.
5.
Oo. From 17. Pero bibigyan ko yung additional layer of option. Okay.
Ooh.
Sino ang kukunin nyo for your team from 17? Pero, ito ang choice. Either manggaling sa yung line or Maknae line. At sino ang i-assign nyo? Additional question. Paano yung i-assign yung game sa kanila?
That's so
Ako, yung line for sure. Yung line, they're so competitive. Meron ka ng Sungchol, meron ka ng Jongan. Wala na, hindi sila papayag na magpatalo.
correct.
And then, syempre, isama ko na si Hoshi. Isama ko na rin si Woozy para for the muscle. So, ang
Muscle.
gagawin natin, kailangan si Woozy lang for the muscle and for the pecs. Ang naisip ko, feeling ko si Hoshi din yung pwedeng mag-gongi kasi meron din siyang Nuna. So, feeling ko naglaro siya noon ng madami nung bata siya. Tapos, yung part na yung parang yung ibabato.
Oo,
Yung aasintahin mong
yung
ganon.
stone. Oo.
Yan.
Throw stone thing game.
Yung tumbang preso.
Tawag
Di
doon,
ba yung
flying
parang yung
stone.
square?
Flying
Ayun,
stone.
okay.
Oo.
So, for that one, feeling ko, ang babagay dyan si Jongan. For some reason, feeling ko may asinta siya. I don't know. Tapos, para dun sa top, yung trumpo, si Woozy. Feeling ko lang, kayang-kaya niya yon. Mukha siyang madaming, at saka mahaba yung fingers niya. Baka nakatulong yon somehow. ano pa yung isang game?
Duck G.
There's Dak G and then there's
Dak
Jeggy.
G. May Jeggy pa. Oh no, kasi ako yung maglalaro ng isa.
Oo, ikaw yung maglalaro
Kasi
ng isa. So, kailangan
akala ko
pumili ka rin
coach
for
ako.
yourself.
Akala ko
Coach
coach
ka,
ako
pero
or
playing
tagahag
coach
lang.
ka. Playing coach ka.
Okay. Sorry, palit tayo. Woozy, akin na lang yung trumpo. Feeling ko mas kaya ko magtrumpo.
Okay.
Si Woozy na lang ang magje-jeggy kasi he's very agile. Feeling ko kayang-kaya yan. At si Sungchol ang magda-Dak G kasi malakas siya eh. Tapos sahalikan ko silang lahat after, no? Thank you. That's
Okay,
all.
thank you so much. Ay, gusto ko lang i-add yung fact na ang exciting nito kasi nakatali ka sa kanila.
I know!
Additional
Kanino ka?
question.
Sino?
Kanino? Sinong katabi mo?
Who are you in between?
Sino yung
Siyempre
sa
si
left and
Sungchol
right
tsaka
side
si
mo?
Hoshi.
Simple.
Alam na.
Simpleng sagot.
Simple.
Okay. Oo. Omon, ano yung sayo?
Ang hirap. Pero alam mo, mukhang yung line din ako. Just because Jongan's there. I think Jongan is the key. Kasi he's so
Master.
freaking an athlete. Not just that, he's so athletic. He's so good with
True.
games.
Sungkwan din naman Magaling
Yeah.
sa balls.
Oo naman. And also Mingyu. I also admire din naman.
Mingyu
I
nandun
also
din
admire din naman their galing, their talent. Pero iba talaga si Jongan eh. May something talaga about him. But probably dun sa games, I would put Jongan in dun sa top. Tapos, yung si Songchul sa Dak G. Kasi, I mean, those arms gotta do something,
Correct.
right?
Either than choke holds.
Correct.
Or choke me. Flying stone.
And then,
Sino gagawa?
Flying Stone would probably be Hoshi. Just because I remember in the TTT, yung nag-throw siya ng football sa basketball court.
Oo!
At to be fair, nakuha niya.
Oo,
Plus
correct.
point siya doon.
Nagpatalikod
Oo.
No, Hoshi yun. Yung I'll probably do the Chinese Jackstones kasi magaling ako doon. And then, ano pa yung last na game? Yung
Jeggy.
Jeggy.
Oo.
Pasok natin si June. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. Pero why not?
Gusto mong mamatay, ano?
Ha? Pero nangangarate siya eh. Di ba
gusto mong mamatay? Sabi ko sa'yo.
Uy, grabe ka naman.
Hindi naman siya labadan ng hindi naman siya labadan ng facial expression.
Sporty.
Pero yung Jeggy, di ba yun yung 6?
Hindi,
yung
sipa.
Sipa pala. Okay, wag. Si June, mamamatay ako. Teka
Oo,
lang.
hindi siya pwede. Mamamatay ka. Hindi pwede.
Jeggy. Who can be Jeggy? Oh, no.
Alam mo sino? Si Joshua.
Alam mo, inisip ko rin yun.
He's surprisingly athletic.
He is.
Like, he's so good at sports.
He is. So, yes. I was thinking of Joshua nga. So, okay, Joshua. And then, I will be in between... Doesn't matter. Wow, hindi ko naman sila bias.
Wow, doesn't matter. May option ka na. Doesn't matter.
Hindi naman.
Oo, parang wala na siyang pipiliin. Kahit sino sa kanila, okay lang.
Pero, it would be nice kung si Chol, just because I wanna feel those arms. Laki eh. So, marami akong pang-angkor.
Yeah. Oo. Correct. Ako, siguro, gusto ko lang patulan yung mga makni. Para lang may exposure
patulan
sila.
Patulan.
Patulan yung mga makni. Para lang may exposure sila dito. Tulungan nyo na lang din ako kung paano ko sila i-assign.
Sige.
Sa team na to.
Oo.
Si DK, feeling ko yung magaling doon sa Flying Stone kasi as a pitcher.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oo. Kunyari, coach. And then, coach na lang. I think, ipa-place ko muna yung sarili ko. I think, I can do gongi kasi may experience din naman ako sa Chinese jackstone. Oo. That I can do as a student of Saints Classicus College, Manila. Alright. So, sino ang magdadak G? Feeling ko, si Mingyu. Kasi may arms din siya.
Oo.
Pero kailangan ko sleeveless siya parati.
Oo. Correct.
I'm gonna put, because of his martial arts skills, I'm gonna put Jeggy, 3-8 sa Jeggy. Feeling ko, kaya niya.
Why not Song Kwan? Kasi he plays football.
Oo nga. Ako rin si Song Kwan din yung naisip ko eh.
Sige, Song Kwan tayo. Song Kwan. So, meron na lang tayong spinning top.
Parang bagay kay Minghao yun. Feeling ko kaya niya.
Basta wag si Dino.
Mamamatay
ka o si Dino.
Oo, wag si Dino.
Mamamatay ka o si Dino. Wag mo siya isama. Or si Vernon.
Papasahan ka lang ng note.
Alam mo si Vernon, wala talaga sa choice ko eh. Wala talaga sa choice ko. Si Dino kasi inisip ko pa kung saan siya pwede. Pero si Vernon talaga wala. Wala siya sa choice.
Sorry.
As in, mag-waterboy na lang siya. Yun na lang
provide niya. Mag-Chinese Jackstone, so wala lang.
Oo, hindi natin
malalaman na lang natin. Kailangan natin is challenge. Okay. So, that is our episode for today. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. As usual, follow us on our socials. We are on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. If you are enjoying our content, we'd love your support. Please hit that follow button and give us 5-star reviews on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Your feedback helps us grow and brings more content your way. More of our amazing content. So guys, our beautiful Saram Base, thank you so much. You're the best. Gumawo, Chegaya, and Saram
May naisip ako na di ba parang laging natatanong kung ano ba yung mga games na ginagawa natin ng bata tayo, tas kung ano yung isasali sa Squid Game, dapat kasali doon. Alam nyo kung ano yung version natin ng violent game? Dr. Quack Quack.
Oh my
God! Oo nga!
But make it Squid Game.
Sobrang lakas maka-human centipede. Parang ganun yung mangyayari. Ng Dr. Quack Quack, i-attach kayo by your bowels.
Bakit may ganun?
Oo.
Hindi naman ganun.
Bakit ganun yung Dr. Quack Quack na yun sa Saint Scholastica, Manila?